right, we're here at Fantasia. You guys just spent a really tender moment together off camera, which was really sweet. You were telling him how proud you were of him. It was really nice to see. This is the first time people have seen this movie, and as an audience, as a full experience. So when you're watching an audience, because I imagine you have to be watching from the corner of your eye for reactions. Do you get nervous, or is it more like, wow, I'm just so proud that we're all here premiering this in another city at a really cool film festival? What's the vibe that's going on with you?
Yes, I'm always nervous because I'd never seen it. And, now I need to see it another time. So I look at something else other than myself.
Right.
But I felt that when we made this movie, I had a feeling of what it was. And when I watched the movie, it was exactly what I thought it would be.
Right.
And I mean that in the best possible way. Hubert set such a gentle tone on set, and it reflects in the filmmaking. So I'm very proud of it. Yeah.
First of all, you clean up nice.
Thank you so much.
Because you do not look like this at all in the movie.
No, I was watching myself and I was like, oh my God, I look 14. Like,
Yeah. What's it like for you to see yourself on the screen? I was mentioning before to Hubert, just the feeling of watching yourself at a premiere. No one's seen this yet. Are you looking around for reactions, or are you just kind of locked in and watching your performance?
It's a little bit of both. I think making my way up to it, I was like really nervous. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, what are people going to think? And then when the movie started, I really just recognized how much hard work everyone's put into it. And I was like, just breathe. Like, this is something that you've been looking forward to. And, it was such an amazing cast and crew to work with. So I'm like, I have to do them like justice and like watch this fully and give it all my attention. But still, like, I found myself not breathing at some points, like waiting, like, oh, what do the people think?
There's, at a point in the movie, I don't want to say when, but there's a point where we talk about weight and what weighs us. And one thing about this movie, it's got a very heavy tone throughout the whole thing. From the music, from the strings, to the whole soundtrack, you just feel a weight. Like it's almost like you have a cinder block on your chest the whole time. Was that intentional?
Yeah, what I talked about is the anxiety of being a parent.
Yeah.
Like, how as a parent, you're constantly worried. You're thinking about them. You're not sure what's around the corner. So I did want that to translate. Like, I wanted that.
It does.
I wanted that feeling, for the audience when you're watching it. It feels uneasy.
Yeah.
Even though most of it, there isn't, a lot of like jump scares or gore or any of those things. But I think it's more the anxiety of the feeling of what could come that I think was important.
Yeah, and being a parent, I've got a 21-year-old and an 18-year-old, so I would do anything to keep them safe. I would do anything to get them what they needed. So you can understand every character's angle in this, like how they'll do whatever they have to protect what's theirs.
Yeah.
But I really couldn't get over the heaviness of it. It was it's a tough movie to watch in some ways.
Yeah.
But it really had a nice tone, and that's something that's so hard to get in a movie, a tone that's just even throughout.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing is, you're just trying to get it right, and I think that's also comes from the performances as well that we're working on is like, do the characters feel right? Do they feel motivated? Do they feel like they're just tropes of something that we've seen before?
Yeah.
And even like, how you give them depth, I guess. And that, I think that's what so much of all the actors like Sheila brought to it, right?
Yeah.
Is once they were able to bring that to it, then it was like it came alive.
It was really beautiful seeing the audience react and like, kind of gasp at certain moments. And
And we talked about the tone, like how it's such a heavy tone throughout the movie.
Yeah.
For yourself navigating through this performing and having to get into those shoes and maybe get into that costume, just feel like disheveled, dirty. Did that help you get into that tone and into that mood?
Oh, definitely. I think there's something beautiful about the transformation into character, and I think through costume, through textile things, like that's the easiest way to do it. And especially just all our outside shoots, I think that really helped like put me into that mindset. It's super cold and
You really brought a lot to your character.
They're complex.
Yes,
isn't it?
well, that's what I was going to say. It's like an
even,
onion. You're just peeling things off.
Yeah,
and
and I'd sort of forgotten a lot of that, and I was like, wow, she really hit her hard. But it was all from a place as a parent or as the matriarch, a place of protection.
Yeah.
Albeit, whatever, if that's good or bad, who knows? But who's to judge? And I just keep going back to the survival of the film too, and how we are all deeply thirsty in many, many ways.
It's good. And lastly, was it a tough shoot? Because watching it looked like it might have been a tough shoot. Was it a tough shoot?
It surprisingly wasn't, at least for me. I didn't have to do any of the physical stuff that they did. I think Shailyn had, she was pulling out of wells. But I think it was actually quite, it was actually quite a nice production. Because everyone was in it for the right reasons. They were all there to do their work. And I think no one kind of let each other down, like no department.
Shooting very quickly too.
Yeah.
There was no time. Like we were flying.
I think after hearing the story about how long it took to make this, that there was probably just this feeling of like, we're here, we're enjoying this.
It's guerrilla filmmaking.
It was great.
And that camp sort of existed. Which blew me away. There's this guy who owns it and lives there. It's so strange. Like, I mean, I said, you are this is like the Twilight Zone. It was perfect, wasn't it?
And lastly, what's next for you? What are you working on now?
Oh my goodness. Right now I'm just auditioning. I just finished directing at Hamilton Fringe Festival.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice.
So hopefully more things to come soon.
And how do you find Fantasia? I mean,
I'm loving it.
It's your first time here?
It's my first time here.
Best festival in the world.
The audience is fantastic. Everyone's so nice and like really open and like just willing to like give great feedback and ask great questions. So I'm so grateful.
It's true film lovers here.
Yes,
which is
definitely.
Great. Continued success. And thanks for coming to the greatest genre film festival in the world.
100%. We're so happy. We're so happy it premiered here, and it's just Fantasia's been fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Meow, meow.
Yeah, meow. Thanks, guys.